Janet and John. John goes to the opticians. Today, Janet and John are going to the opticians. Do you know what an optician is? An optician tells you if you need glasses. John needs glasses. John sat on his glasses and broke them. Silly John. Janet leaves John at the opticians and goes off to the wool shop. Janet likes knitting. See the unwelcome Christmas presents. I'll see you in the wool shop, says Janet. See John wave to Janet and go into the opticians. John sees Mrs. Pacey. Hello, Mrs. Pacey, says John. Hello, Mr. Marsh, says Mrs. Pacey. What fun. John shows Mrs. Pacey his broken glasses. Mrs. Pacey says, Don't worry, we'll mend them while you wait. It looks like they'll need new arms. We'll give you some stronger ones that won't break so easily. Thank you, says John. See John sit in the chair and wait. While John is waiting, he sees a very small tree on the window ledge. Mrs. Pacey says, Do you like bonsai trees, Mr. Marsh? Yes, says John. Mrs. Pacey says, I have several more in the office. Would you like to see them? Yes, please, says John. See John looking at the very small trees. If you like, says Mrs. Pacey, you can help me trim this one. It's a Douglas fir. Thank you, says John. That would be nice. See John trimming the small tree with a pair of scissors. Are you allowed to use scissors? I've had this one since I was 14, says Mrs. Pacey. You've done a very nice job. Thank you, Mr. Marsh. Soon John's glasses are ready. I must get some arms like this for my glasses, says Mrs. Pacey. John gets out his purse and pays for the repair. See the moths. Goodbye, Mrs. Pacey, says John. John sees Janet in the wool shop and meets her at the door. Hello, Janet, says John. Janet says, Did you get your glasses repaired? Yes, says John. Mrs. Pacey told me I have nice strong arms, and while I was there, she showed me the little fur she'd been growing since she was a teenager. Then she let me trim it into an interesting shape with some scissors. See Janet slam John's head in the wool shop door. Hear the shop bell ring. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. Poor John. Good night, kids.